I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.
For those who are arguing about Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate authenticity or forgery, I want you to listen to this learned man. He has something to say. He wants to put light into where darkness exists. In fact, what he is going to tell you will shock you. I mean, you have never heard this before. This, I say, is explosive. This is bombshell. Like and share this video, subscribe to this channel. Let's get right into it.
One thing Nigerians need to know is that in that certificate, because it's ceremonial, you even have the right to redesign it to your own taste. That is the truth. What is important is the transcript.
Redesign it to your own taste.
Absolutely. You can Google it. It's out there. They advertise it out there in the US. If you have lost your certificate, we can get it back for you.
You heard him. He's talking about ceremonial certificate. But how does that connect to the academic records certificate, authentic certificate that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is supposed to present to INEC? I don't think there is anywhere in the constitution that states that you should be a university graduate before you can apply for the post of president in Nigeria. I want to believe that the lowest requirement, the onus that is placed on any presidential candidate is to come with an authentic O-level first school leaving certificate. In fact, some have even gone to an extent to, interpret by saying you can even come with your primary school certificate and you do not even need to finish secondary school for you to be able to take on that position as president of Nigeria. Now, Atiku Abubakar pressed and made sure that a court in Chicago compelled, because it's now past tense, compelled Chicago State University to present to them the academic records and to also authenticate the certificate that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been parading all over his political journey. And you know how it all turned out to be. It came out awful. It came out as a disgrace. In fact, the university is not certain. They are saying, yes, he attended our university. Yes, he did that name, attended. And the oral deposition that we heard, we saw some of the transcripts. We saw what the university said. And the university concluded by saying if your original certificate is lost, missing, they said that you can simply contact some other third external vendor to procure your lost certificate. How does that work? Do you simply tell the vendor what you need and the vendor will simply print that certificate and that's all? Because the school is not going to reissue another authentic certificate. Is that how it is done in the United States? If you live in the US, I want you to drop your comment. Is that how it is done? If you lose your original certificate, you cannot walk back to the school, pay a certain amount of money, and the school itself will reissue you an authentic one, stamped, and everything will be intact. And it will be filed that you asked for a reissue. Or will the certificate be the same, like the print, fonts and all of that, like the previous, which were like 20, 25 years ago, or 30 years ago, or even 10 years ago, or 5? Is that how it is done in the US? Or there are schools that do not. They simply ask you, look, listen, just get a vendor, and the vendor will simply print your certificate. If there is now a need for your certificate to be authenticated, like they need to know if you attended that university, if you graduated from it, we can now check your records and say, yes, this person went to this school, or this person did not go or attend our school. Is that how it is done? I want you to drop your comment because it's now becoming a circus in Nigeria. The previous president also came up with this. I got a letter from my principal back then. I'm talking about no other than Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired past president of Nigeria. He also had this issue with his O levels. He said his O level is missing, lost. Then how did you apply to become whatever it is that you became in the army? Well, I simply submitted a letter that indicates that I am capable of writing an exam that I have not written, and maybe I might not be able to pass. If you press further, maybe the principal will say, based on the past exams that this individual wrote, we believe that he is capable of passing the exam. That's what we heard. And eventually, we saw the examination body in charge of O levels presenting to the president a certificate in his name, a certificate of what he has not written before or ever attempted. This is a circus. I do not know why transcripts cannot be forwarded to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Probably he has it and he doesn't want to show. I don't know what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is hiding, but it's so sad. It's an eyesore. I mean, a lot of people are kind of looking at this like, come on, what's really happening here? Is it not clear? Is it not something that is supposed to be clear? Is it not something that is supposed to be clear? This is a man that prides himself to be a very intelligent person, a man who is excellent, a man who does and can undo and do. Then why is there issue or issues with his certificate? Anyway, the other report we heard and we got is this, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu took on the identity of someone else to get admission and take on their records of the female. And they said that female is somewhere in the United States relaxing, and her name is Adebola, Tinubu and all of that. I do not know more about that, but I think what Atiku Abubakar is concerned about is the forgery of that certificate. Is it permitted in the United States? Is it called forgery? Is it permitted in the United States for you to get your certificate? Because that's what the university said, that if you lose your original, you can visit a vendor to reissue you your certificate. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it makes sense to you. You live in the US, have you lost your certificate? Please drop your comment, enlighten us, because this is what is being put out there. And you heard from one of the supporters of Bola Ahmed Tinubu saying, this is the practice. This is the practice. You can redesign your certificate as much as you want to add whatever to it. You can do whatever you want to do. You can redesign your certificate. You can make it become whatever it is. You can make it look like whatever you want. It is allowed. It is permitted. It's your certificate. Customize it. Make it look exactly how you want it. So whoever sees this, compares it with someone else's old or compares it with your previous original, may see discrepancies. And that discrepancies does not indicate or show that you did not attend that university. What are your thoughts about this one? Does it make sense to you or not? Like and share. Subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.